Hey, delighted to have you here as always. Today's topic is on why freelancing can be the gateway to freedom. And I really passionately believe this. I've lived it myself. I've seen others and I've helped others have the same kind of go through the same process of using freelancing as that gateway to freedom. So why is that the case? And at the end of the video, I'll give you some tips on actionable steps you can take to help this transition as well. So the reason why freelancing can be the gateway to freedom, and I say can, I'll come back to that point there very deliberately, is because it can free you up to do many things. It can free you up to work with who you want in terms of clients, collaborators, that sort of thing, when you want. So the time is no longer restricted to a 9 to 5. If you perform better on an evening, or if you want to travel to different time zones, you can do that as a freelancer. You can also work how you want. And what I mean by that is in short sprints. It could be the type of kind of like work that you deliver, the service that you would not necessarily get as an employee when you're more restricted in terms of those things. Of course, you can charge what you want as well. And this comes back to my point about it can be the gateway to freedom, because if you don't set your freelancing business up in the right way, you can lose the freedom and actually can become a very restrictive way of working if you don't work with the right type of clients, if you don't set out the right type of agenda where you're offering value to a client. It's not about the time you spend, it's not about when you work on their account, it's not about having daily or weekly calls. It's about saying, this is the outcome, I will deliver you that. How and when I do it doesn't matter or shouldn't matter to the client. If it does matter to them, they're a bad fit client for you in your freelance business. So you need to kind of curate your client list and ensure you set the terms of how you want to work. And off the back of that, as long as you're providing great value, then of course you can bill for your time, and then you get the financial benefit in terms of the gateway to freedom, because the more money you make, obviously there's more opportunity off the back of that. It's not as black and white as obviously doubling your income doubles your freedom. It's less so about that. It's more about the fact that you have more opportunity. You don't have to make any rushed or desperate decisions. You can make the decisions that matter to you without having to consider, or certainly without having to be over-reliant on the financial aspect of things as well. So that's why it can be a gateway to freedom. The other thing about it as well is that, you know, some people go into freelancing for many years and have it as a long-term career, which I've talked about in another video. I'll link to above if you're interested and that's something you're thinking of doing or in the process of doing. That's fantastic. For others, it can be almost like a stepping stone into building another business or starting an agency or whatever it might be. And it was the freelancing part that gave them the confidence to go on and do that. And that was certainly my experience, as I say, of many people I've worked with as well. Because what you'll get from freelancing is you're thrown in the deep end. You have to do your own marketing. You have to do your own sales. You have to do your own accounts. You have to manage your financials. Of course, you might bring people in to support you, an accountant, or even kind of like someone to help with your marketing, depending on what freelance service you offer. But at the start, you should be doing, I certainly believe you should be trying at least all of those things yourself to get a fundamental baseline level of knowledge so you understand it. So going through all those experiences gives you the confidence and the knowledge and understanding that you can then use as you step up to, you know, potentially have your own business, as I say, off the back of freelancing. And even if you don't, and you take the path, as I said before, of just working as a freelancer consistently, you'll improve and learn as you go. So you make your freelance business really the type of business that you love to work in, you love to live in, you love to have a lifestyle around that type of freelance business. And they're all things that mean that you have this freedom through freelancing, which you just cannot get, I believe, as an employee. It's not to say it's better or worse. I'm just saying if that's what you're seeking, freelancing can be that gateway to freedom. So there's plenty of other videos related to this topic. So if you haven't kind of explored the channel, please do take a look. We've got dozens of videos out on the channel now. And as always, hope you find it useful. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not, and I will see you on the next one.